Okay, so the next we will be designing the pie chart, that is department wise attrition. So for that we will take a new sheet and I will name it as department wise attrition. Okay, so for that I will take a department and I will put it into colors, and before that I will change this to pie. Okay, and I will make it as entire view. Okay, so we have got a pie chart, but for now we can say for each department it is giving equal slice angle for each and every department. So we will have to add one measure over here. So we are seeing it by attrition. So I will take the attrition count and I will put it into the angle. So you can see we have got with respect to that, like we can see for sales there is a large attrition, then R&D, R&D it is large, and for sales it is second large, and in HR there is less attrition, right? So now what we will do, we will have to change the color for this. So I will just go in edit colors and I will be using for this as a blue color. Okay, so blue one for what I will do for HR, I will take the light blue. For this, I will take this, and for this, I will be using as a dark blue. Will apply, just clean the color for this. For yeah, this. Okay, perfect. So you can give your own colors, doesn't matter. All right. So this is what the color I will be using. You can use your own custom color. So now we will have to label this chart. So what I will do, I will again press control. The trick we have to, what we can see, create an instance for this. If you don't know how to do this, you can go again in your pane, and in pane you can find your attrition count we have here, and you can drag it here from here into the labels. Doesn't matter. It depends upon you how we have to use. But if you are using from here, it will be what we can say a shortcut, and it shows that you are a power, or we can say a Tableau expert. All right. So what we will do, want to show it as in the form of percentage. So I will just right click on this. Then we have to go in a quick table calculation, and I will show it as percentage of total. Right. So here you can see 56% of people from sales department are leaving the job. Okay, so it is like from overall employees, half of the employees are leaving from sales department, or we can say more than half, and the least is in HR department, right? So the HR department have to take care of this, right? Well, like why the people from sales are leaving the what we can say the company. Okay, so next what we have to do, we also want to show the total numbers also here. So again, I will press control and I will put it into the labels. Okay, so I will just format the labels for now. I will take this the total. I will control X. I will just enter and I will place it below. Okay, and I will add a brackets for this. Apply. All right, nice. So I will just make it as W semi bold or medium. 9 is okay. Apply. All right. So we have designed our this chart as well. So what we will do, we will go back in our dashboard and we will simultaneously we will place all the sheets in our dashboard. So I will take this and I will place it over here. Okay, I will just reduce the size and I will just make it fit over here. All right, so I will just right click here and I will format. Same procedure, we will say none for these colors. All right, and the labels which we have here. So for these labels, I will just go into the sheet, and for these labels you can change it from format also, doesn't matter. So I will make it as a white. Okay, okay, so you can see it has been white, and now for this I will just place the labels over here, legends, not labels, and I will just format the legends as well. So I will just right click on this, format legends, and for title I will make it as W semi bold 9, and I will name it as yellow color, and for the body I will make it as this, and I will make it as W medium. Perfect, this looks good. And next you can see the pie charts looks something smaller, so we will just increase the size of this pie chart. I will go in this sheet and from here I will just increase the size of this, right? Nice, this looks perfect. So the labels, I will just decrease the size of labels, font of the labels. I will make it as 8. Okay, so this looks good, this looks fine. And I will change the name of the sheet. Just you have to double click on this particular title. I will make it as 12. I will make it as semi bold, and I will make it as yellow. Perfect. So we have placed our pie chart as well. The next which we have to design is what, our frequency chart. So for that, again we will take a new sheet, and the name of this chart, I will just take from here. I will just copy this. So it's not copying, so number of employee by age group. So number of employee by age group. Right. So now what this chart indicates, guys, so we will be showing, in this particular chart, we will take the age, and by that particular age groups, what are the total employees? We are not showing attrition. How many total employees are there in all our company? So what we will do, we will take a age from here. Okay, and I will put, so for first we have to create a bin for this. Okay, so I will right click over here, and I will go and create a bins. Okay, so by default it is taking, so age cannot be in the fraction format, right? So default size I will make it as 3. And or what we have to do is we have to change it with respect to the parameter. So we have a small drop down here, and it says create a new parameter. Or you can follow one more procedure. You can create your own parameter first, and then you can apply it to that particular age bin. So I will just not waste time. I will just create a new parameter here itself, and I will name it as age, or I will make it as a bin size. I will name it as bin size. Okay, and display format is 3. Current value I will name it as 3. So minimum value I will places at 2, and maximum I want it as 10. And what is the step size? Step size is nothing but whenever you are increasing the bin size, by how much amount it should be increased. So I will place as 1. This means what? From 2 it will go on 3, from 3 it will go on 4, means what? It is increasing by the step size of 1. So if I am doing here 2, so initial value will be 2, it will be increasing by 2 because we have increased the step size by 2, that is it will go to 4. So I will just keep it as 1 only. I will click on OK. So you can see, if I close this, so for now I will just click on OK. And if I close it, you can see a new parameter has been created, a bin size. All right. And our new one more field which will be created here is a age bin. So I will take this field and I will place it into the rows, or I will place it into the columns. All right. So default size is 3. You can, if you have this, I will show this parameter over here. So by default it is taking as a 2 as a value. So whenever I click, it is increasing, and by with respect to that, the size, or we can say the bin size, is changing. All right, so I will just keep it as a 3 for now, and I will take the employee count now. Okay, so I will take the employee count and I will put it in rows. Okay, so this is nothing but, guys, frequency chart. We called it as occurrence chart, and I will make it as entire view. We want it as a label, so I will put it into labels, or from here you can on your labels as well. All right, so this is the age bin which we have created, and from here you can change the bin size as well, right? So if it is 2 means what, the bin size or the gap between ages will be 18 to 20, like 2 gap will be there. And for each gap there will be a frequency, like you can say from 18 to 20 how many employees are there? 24. From 20 to 22 how many employees are there? 30. From 20 to 24, in this particular age gap how many employees are there? 52. Likewise you can read this chart and you can see between 30 to 34 there are maximum number of employees, that is 155 employees are there, right? So by this, or in this way, you can create the age bin size. And from, if you want to see some different age gap, like for now you can see from 18 to 21, because we have increased the bin size, right? Before we were seeing it is between 18 to 20. So in this way you can, you're giving a liberty to, change the bin size. All right, so in this way we can create the bin chart, or we can call it as a frequency chart. All right, so now we will go, in our dashboard. I will bring it here, and what we will do, we will bring our employee chart over here. So we will just take it for now here. So I will change the title first, make it as 12, semi bold, and I will give it as a yellow color. Like, okay. Okay, so I will click on this chart, right click, format, go into our shading, and in worksheet make it as none. All right. So we will get rid of grid lines as well. All the row grid lines, I will say it as none. All right. Okay. So the next thing is what we don't want this axis as well, right? So because we are already labeling this, so no need of this axis. So I will just click on show header, and we don't want these lines also. You can see this line is there. For this particular vertical line we don't want. So I will just click on borders, and I will go into the column. I will show it as none. Okay. So for rows as well, or I think I should have to go in axis, and for axis ruler I will have to say none. Oops. Control Z, in rows I have to say it none. Alright, so this has been gone. Alright. So the next thing what we have to do is we have to format this quickly. So you can see the axis which we are having, we will have to give it some namings. Okay. So we have to give it in this format, like white color. So I will just click on axis first. Okay. And I will go here, and this axis is made of from bin size. So I will just click on bin, and I will go here, and I will make it as white. Alright. And we can make it as Tableau regular. I will make it as 8, and Tableau semi-bold. Okay, this looks fine. Perfect. The next thing is we have to change this as well. So I will just go to sum of employee count. So I will show you how you can change your the label color, or the what we can say, this number color into this particular format only. So in this you can go to pen in this, and you can make it as white. Okay. So I will make it as this as 8 as well, and again I will make it as W medium. Alright. So this looks fine, and we have this edge bin. We don't want this. I will add this. Alright, looks perfect. So the bin size parameter also I will place it over here perfectly, and I will format the parameter. Okay. So for title we will make it as yellow, and we will make it as W semi bold. And for body as well, we will make it as white and Tableau semi-bold. Perfect. Okay, so whenever you are changing the size, you can see we are changing it respectively. Okay, so now we have to give color for this guy. So I will again go into our sheet, and I will take this and I will put it into the colors. Okay, so we are getting a gradient color over here, right? So it indicates that wherever the darker color is there, it is having the highest value, and wherever there are faint colors, it is having the lower value. So I will quickly change the color over here, and I will edit the color, and for me I will be using it as let's say, one second, purple. Okay, apply. Okay, and I will go into dashboard. You can see the color has been applied over here. The next thing what I want to show is I want to show you the legend over here. So I will just click on the small drop down over here of this particular sheet. I will go in legends and show the legends over here. Okay, so I will place it over here somewhere, and I will format this as well. So we will make this as white, or we can make it as yellow again, and semi bold. And for body I will make it as white. Perfect. Oops. All right, so we have designed our this as well. So if you want to remove this tick lines also, we can see there are axis tick lines. So I will just click here, format, in HBin, and then I will go in axis, and you can see for this particular tick marks I will say none. For in columns as well I will say it as none. So you can see that the lines has been gone. All right. So we have designed 50% of our dashboard. Only three charts are remaining. The next chart which we will be designing here is a heat map chart, or we called it as a matrix chart also. So for that, what we will be doing is we will take a new sheet, and before that, what I will do, I will just get rid of this line as well. So I will just click on format. I will click on axis, and from here I will take it as HBin, and I will go into the grid lines, and I will just get rid of none. Okay, I will just do everything as none. Okay, we don't want anything here. All right. Similarly for rows. Okay, so you can see this is now clean and it looks a perfect chart, right? So I'll just close these. Right, all right. This looks fine. So for here, I have taken a bin size. You can mention it as or we can take it as H bin also, depending upon you what naming convention you have to give. So that is not important. So the next thing what we have to do is we have to design here a matrix chart. So for that, I will take a new sheet and I will name it as let me see the name. So it is a job satisfaction rating. So I will change here and I will name it as job satisfaction rating. All right. So for this, what we will do, I will take a job role and I will take it into the rows and I will take the job satisfaction. So for this, whenever I'm taking it into the columns, so I'm getting it as a measure value, right? So for now it is measure and it is giving us aggregation. So we don't want aggregation, we just want the numbers which are there in this job satisfaction. So when I right click and describe it, so for now it is not showing any what we can see whatever the values which are there, but it should show the values over here. Okay, so for that what we will do, I will just take this, okay, and I will drag it into the dimensions. Okay, so you can see it has been converted into dimension. Now when I'm taking this and pen, when I'll put in the columns, you can see it is giving us the values which are there into that particular what we can say field. So it is treating it as a categorical value, right? So it is not treating it as a measure, not giving it as a what we can say aggregation. It is treating it as a different category and it is showing it into the form of that particular 1 2 3 4 values. Okay, so the next thing what we have to do, I will take the employee count and I will put it into the text. Okay, so you can see what this actually shows us that in different job role, like let's say for manager, if there are different managers are there, in that managers, how many of them are satisfied or they're happy with their job. So one being the lowest rating and four is the highest rating. You can see the ratings of that particular peoples which they have given here. All right, so now what we will do, I will add a grand totals here. So for that I will go in analysis and I will go into totals and I will show column grand totals as well as I will show what we can say row grand totals. Okay, so you can see both grand totals I have, and this total values which we have is 1470, and I will make it as an entire view. All right, so we have designed this chart as well. So now what we will do, we will go ahead and add it to our dashboard. So I will take this and I will place it over here. So just we will make it fit into our shape. Perfect. So now we will do some formatting. I will change the title first. I will make it as semi bold, make it as 12, and I will do it into yellow. Apply. Okay, perfect. So now next, what we will be changing the formattings of this all these numbers which we are having here. So I will just click on format and I will first make it as what we can say a background. We will make it as none. So this has been none. So now next what we have is row banding here. So it is by default giving a row banding. So we don't want any row banding here. For headers as well, I will make it as none. Now what we have to do, we have to design our text properly. So before that, what we have to do, in our bar chart, I will go into this chart and here we have to give a color gradient, right? So the numbers which are maximum, those should be highlighted in dark. So I will just take this and I will put it into colors. So I'm pressing control. So remember to press control whenever I'm doing this. Okay, so you can see this has been created. So we don't want this as to be what we can say, the numbers we don't want to be what we can say in the color format. We want the background of those numbers which they are lying in that cell to be highlighted. So I will just go here and I will change it into the heat map, right? So it has, you can see it has been converted. So what we'll do, we will just swap the rows and we will make it as again entire view, and we will have to again add our rows and column grandfathers. Perfect. So right now those are taking it into white color, and when I go here, so it is in white color right now, right? So by default it is changing its format. So we will just quickly change the formats. Now first for our numbers we will do. So from here, from fields, whichever field which is activated, with respect to that it will give us the format change. So I will activate the employee count and I will change its color to black. All right, and I will name it, I will make it as 9 is fine, I guess. I will make it w semi bold, and we will align it to center. All right. So similarly for this particular grand totals which we want, you can see I want to make it as white color. So I will just go into grand totals and I will make it as white. All right. So you can see all the grand totals are white now. So now I want to make this job roles as well in white color. So I will go in job role and I will make it as white. All right, and we can make it as Tableau medium. Okay, all right, it is medium itself. And for job satisfaction as well, we'll go in job satisfaction and I will make it as yellow. All right, and we can make it as Tableau semi bold. Similarly here as well, I will make it Tableau semi bold for job role. Okay, this looks fine. For this job satisfaction as well, we will have to change header. Okay, one sec. So let's find this format. Okay, so we have to click on this, right click and then format this. So I will make it as white or yellow itself, and Tableau semi bold. Nice. Okay. All right. So this chart has been designed. Just we will change the color which we are using for us. This color. So I will just go in edit color and I will instead of automatic I will take it as let's say blue. Apply. Okay. So it has been applied. Let me change it again. Perfect. Nice. So we have designed our job satisfaction rating chart as well, and it looks nice. So you can see the numbers which are like which are giving as a maximum ratings, those are been highlighted. Okay, you can give your own colors which you want. The next part which we have to design is our bar chart. Okay, so for that again we will take a new sheet, and the naming convention which we want to give it as education field wise attrition, right? Okay, so I will rename this first education. Perfect. So for this we will take education field into rows. All right, and we will take the attrition count into the columns. We will make it as entire view and we will sort it from maximum to minimum, and we will on the labels here. All right. So we will change the color for this, and let's take it as this, or so depending upon you which color we have to give here. It's totally depending upon you. So I will be using this green color, and we will go to our dashboard again. So I will bring this chart over here. First, I will reduce the size. Right, so let's format this quickly. Let's, let's format the chart as well. Okay, okay. The grid lines, we don't want the grid lines as well. Perfect. So, all right. The next thing, Rishan will make it white. Okay. So just we will hide this header. We don't want this as well. Axis lines also we don't want. And for numbers, we will change it in pane. Let's make it white, and we will make it as semi bold. Perfect. 8. All right. So what else? So this also we have to change. That is education field. This white color and semi bold. Nice. So we have designed our this chart. All right. So now the next and the last chart which we have to design here is a pie charts. Sorry, the donut charts. So for that again we will go to the new sheet, and the namings. The name which we will be using is attrition rate by gender for different age group. Attrition. All right. So from this, what we will be getting an idea is like in that particular age group, like let's say from 25 to 30 or 20 to 35, how many people are leaving the what we can say the company, or they are leaving their jobs, right? So we will take uh, age band here. We have a age band, CF age band. I will put it into the rows. I will put it into columns actually. I will change the marks as a pie chart. Okay, and I will make it as entire view. All right, so we have this pie chart, and next what we want to see it with respect to gender. So I will take the gender and I will put it into colors, and we want to see the attrition for that. So I will take the attrition count and put it into the angles. Right, so you can see we have got the angles, but these are the pie charts, and we want to convert it into donut chart. So donut is what? It is a custom chart. So what I will take from here. I will go into this particular rows, and what I will do, I will add one axis here. Okay, dummy axis. So I will be using minimum, and I will taking as minimum of 1. Enter. So this is one axis, and one more axis I will create. I will just take this and I will drag it over here by placing the control. So you can see two axes are created, and for that two axis, two what we can say here marks card are created. So I will go in second marks card and I will remove all whatever is there over here. Okay, so this will be blank, and I will make the size is as smaller. Okay, and next thing what we have to do is we have to make it as dual axis. So perfect, you can see we have created our the donut chart. So I will just increase the size for this as well. I will increase the size by small. Okay, this is fine. All right. Okay, so by default for female and male, we have what we have applied the color for previous chart. So by default it will be taking those colors itself, so we don't need to change the color over here. So we will just get rid of this axes. We don't want this. Okay, and this save age band also we don't want, we will hide it. All right, so we have to give the labels for here, and so what I will take the sum of in this first one, right? So in this first marks card I will take this and put it into labels, and I will make it as a quick table calculation percentage of total. All right. And the next thing again I want it is label. I want the total as well. So I will just quickly change here, and I will put this on top center, and I will add a bracket over this. Okay, perfect. So this is our pie chart. So next is what we have to add a small KPIs over here also, like which will be indicating a total number, right? So we will go in this particular second one, the blank chart which we have created here. We will take a attrition from here, that is attrition count, and we will put into the labels. All right. The next thing what we have to do is you can see the age band is not into the proper format which we want. Like under 25 should be first, then 25 to 34, and then this particular things. So what we will do, we will go in the age band, right click here, in this particular right click here, and we will click on sort, and from here we will do a manual sort. So I will just take this and drag it over here up. Okay, just we have to take it and drag. You can see it has been arranged in our particular ascending to descending, right? So it will be showing us the perfect 10 here edge gaps. Perfect. So this is what we wanted to see. I will just change the labels. Okay, we will do it into dashboard itself. So I will take it here and we will fit it over here. Okay, quickly we will change the formats. Yellow, semi bold, apply. Okay, and we will quickly format the charts as well. None. Okay, then we will get rid lines, rid of this, all this, what we can say, the lines which we have here. So for all of them we will say none. Perfect. Then on sheets as well, for borders as well we will say none, everything. All right. So in grid lines also we have deleted everything, so looks clean now. So we just have to give some colors properly. So we will change the labels first. So I will just go into this, or we can change it from sheet only. Just go here. I will make it as 8 Tableau medium, and I will make it as white. Like okay, perfect. So this is the legend which we have here. So I will just place it over here. I will just drop down here and I will arrange the items in single column. Sorry, in single row. So the next thing what we have to do, guys, this the color of this center you can see of this particular donut chart. We have to match it with somehow we have to match it with the background color because this looks something funky. So how we can do that? So I will go into my this particular this color I have to give it here. So how I can take this colors, I will just click on here in our PPT and I will go to format shape. Then I will go to this color which I'm using here. I will go to more colors and I will copy this. Okay, whatever the color code which are using here. So we will go in our dashboard. I will go into this sheet. In this, I will change the color in more colors. I'll delete this and paste this. Okay, perfect. So we will format this as well. This particular labels in which we are showing here. So I'll make it as let's say 15 and tableau bold, and I will make it as yellow. Right. So you can see we have almost completed. So we just format this as well. We'll make it as yellow and tableau semi bold, and for this I will make it as white. All right. So this is the legend. So dashboard is almost completed. The next thing what we have to add is your filter. So for filter, what I will do, I will click on any of this chart. Okay, any chart we can click, go into analysis in filter and choose the filter. So you can see this is the filter which we have got here. So I will just quickly format it here. So I will make it as multiple values drop down, right? And I will format this as well. So we will make it as white, tableau semi bold. Perfect. So you can see whenever I'm changing any of these filters, because it is a data source filter which I've told you initially only. So all the values will be changing with respect to that. You can see we are getting with respect to those filtered value, we are getting our values. Okay. The next thing what we have to do is whenever I'm clicking on this particular slice, the other charts are not changing. So we have to give a action filter over here. So what we have to do to give an action filter, you can see a one filter, this option we are seeing one filter shape is there. Okay, so what we have to do, just we have to click on this. So whenever it is filled in white color, it means what, it has been activated. So we have activated the action filter. So this is the shortcut to give an action filter, right? So you can go in dashboard, and from here also you can give it. Okay, so whenever I'm clicking, you can say it is filtering now the other charts. Similarly, by we have to filter by this chart as well. So just we will click on this, and by this chart as well, just we will click on this. So you can see whenever I'm clicking on mill, it is filtering our value. Whenever I'm clicking on this, it is filtering our value. So one thing which was remaining, you can see these values, which whatever age band, we have to make it as color in white. So let me just go and make it as white. Perfect. Or you can make it as yellow if you want, any color which you want. Perfect. So now this total complete chart or complete dashboard has been designed, guys, from step by step, everything we have seen. So we have designed our each and every chart, and we have placed it in our dashboard. So if you have liked, if you have learned something, so give a like for this video, subscribe the channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one.